wanting to head into anyway?
The answer is yes, and it's scary as hell.
Right. But quite often this self-employed, life is scary.
Man.
Whether you work for somebody and you don't know whether you're going to get fired, or you work for yourself and you're not sure, how the changing sea of of your marketplace is going to support you. I mean, it's all uncertain, and we just have to navigate it as best we can. It's how you, again, it's not the events, it's how you respond to them.
Right. I mean, I work for myself and I live in fear of me firing me every day.
I could be fired from this podcast.
That's right, man. That's right. But yeah, so I on one hand, yeah, I'm shocked. I'm stunned. I'm really scrambling, trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do to, pay the bills. But it's breaking. I interrupted you a while ago. You were going to talk about Tony Robbins, I think, but
actually, I ended up doing it. It was about the power of questions.
Okay,
that's what I learned from him, and how you can. Yeah,
because the one thing that Anthony Robbins always talks about is breaking, and he snaps his fingers out, break that pattern. Interrupt.
Pattern interrupt. Yeah.
And maybe snapping the fingers. And maybe that's what I need to do. This was a good pattern interrupt, because quite frankly, I think I was getting lazy.
Mm-hmm. I don't think of that word when I think of you, because you're like the dynamo, but I guess maybe.
See, what I've been doing is been putting some things on autopilot because they were going okay, so I could focus on other things. But sometimes when you do that, you're simmering the stew. You still got to stir it every once in a while, or it burns in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as upset and as displaced as I am about this, and actually what I'm really sad about, truthfully, it's not really so much the money, because guys like you and me and a lot of people listen to this show, we might not be making as much money as we should or could, or sometimes not as much as we need to, but we usually find a way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know that I'll find a way. I have faith in myself for that. But I do kind of feel bad about, like, some of the regular people that come out to see me every year, and some of the friends I made in those areas. So to be really honest, I'm a little less concerned about the money aspect. This really is like therapy, Bob. This is free. Because I'm actually, now that we're talking about it, I'm actually less concerned about the money aspect and more concerned about, not seeing my friends in Nashville. Like, I was planning on, and then I usually go down to Florida for this one thing, and I stay at this other friend's house that's a musician, and we usually go to her studio, go to a studio and record some stuff. I've done some guest work. I mean, there are other things that are tied into these gigs that I'm just not going to have this year. Crap, I just remembered something. We were going to go to Disneyland, Disney World. Wow. Now I'm really depressed.
So now I want to bring you back down.
Yeah, I just realized that our Florida gig, it was like we were going to play a weekend, and then we had 5 days off, then we had another weekend, and I was going to take me and the kids down. They were going to play in the band, and then my wife was going to fly down, and we were going to go to Disney World. Oh, I guess that's not going to happen now.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, if anybody wants to donate, a week of Disney World and tickets, motels for me and Bob.
So maybe let's start a Kickstarter or something. Yeah. But this is good. So what we're learning here is that even though the initial frustration might have been focused on all this money and the clubs and all that, there's all sorts of emotional baggage and feelings attached to this stuff, which adds to the frustration and the depression over things. And so talking that out with somebody can be very helpful. And also, just another thing, I mentioned it earlier, but I just want to point out what Billy did there when you sort of admitted, you said, I think I got a little lazy here. That's taking responsibility for the circumstances of your life and not just playing a victim. You can't have an empowered life if you're playing the role of victim and blaming it on everybody in the economy and the venues and all that. It's like, what role did I play in this, and how can I step up and own that and then find a solution? If I created it, then I can get myself out of it. But when you're in victim mode, you're always at the pressure of other people and things, and you're powerless. But when you accept responsibility, as painful as that is, it actually is a more empowering opportunity to grow.
Well, first of all, you know me, I always take responsibility for everything. Mm-hmm. I am not one to say, oh, the economy is bad, or I live in the wrong place. I don't play that game. You know what I mean? And I believe that if you believe, you can make it happen. And that's where I'm try and find that place again. Funny you should mention, we were talking about that because on last week's episode of Making Money, Making Music, I interviewed a fellow named Nicholas Blixt, who basically blows that whole I live in the wrong place and there's no seeing thing out of the water. This guy lives in like Sweden, and he's a drummer in Sweden. And what he does for a living is he finds people on the internet that make music, and they use drum machines and loops. And he basically goes and approaches them, and if he likes their music. So I mean, it's not just like a scam business thing, but I mean, if he really likes somebody's music, he'll approach them, tell them he likes them, and he says, by the way, if you ever want to use real drums instead of programming, I think it'd make your song sound even better. Just give me a call. And he basically has people send him tracks from all over the world, and he records real life drums to them. So he brings the music business to him in this little town in Sweden.
That's awesome.
I mean, think about it. I mean, that's talk about being proactive. So that's on Music Marketing Mind, episode 3, which is one of our sister shows. So, you might want to check that out. So, I'm hoping that maybe for the next couple of weeks here, maybe we should have like a moment where we, check on Billy's vital signs.
See how things are going there.
Yeah, we'll have a moment to, just give me a quick checkup and see how I'm doing and stuff. That would be good, Bob.
Yeah. Zig Ziglar used to say, "A checkup from the neck up."
Oh,
check your mindset.
I love that, and of course your attitude. Was that your attitude? It does your altitude. What is that?
Oh yeah. And your network equals your net worth, and there's all sorts of. We don't have to go into all the puns and cliches. But
Zig is awesome.
Yeah, but I think we made some progress here. I'm feeling very good. I'm not going to prescribe anything right now, except just get plenty of rest and maintain your positive attitude. Call me in the morning.
The session's over already? I thought we had more time.
Yep, I got another patient coming in 5 minutes, so you're gonna have to clear out of here, pal.
Okay. Well, listen, man, this has been. I think we made some breakthroughs, so that's really good.
So you're not on the ledge anymore? Did I talk you off of it?
Can I come in now?
You can come. Yeah.
Listen, I tell you, man, these pigeons are really starting to bug me. All right. I'm coming in, Bob. I'm coming in.
All right. Give me your hand. Here we go. All right. Nicely done.
Listen to the people down there cheering. Yay. Yay.
You live for applause anyway.
I am. Hey, thanks, Bob. So what do you got going on, man? You helped me today. What are you doing to help other people today?
I am releasing more and more online courses on a website called Udemy. And so if you go to thebuzzfactor.com, there is a couple of links over in the sidebar that will lead to a page with all of my music. Actually, they're not all music related, but yeah, I got a couple of music ones. I got one on buzz and word of mouth marketing. And I've got a new one called 30 Ways to Become an Empowered Artist, which actually talks about a little bit about some of the stuff we addressed today. So yeah, I think this is sort of part of my future. Maybe we can reverse the roles here, and you can coach me, because I'm going through a career transition too, in the way that I create and distribute my information and my inspiration to people, because that's evolved. But it's changed with the times too. So.
And, that's important too. I'm always reinventing myself all the time. And, I think it's important. This isn't just, again, this was another message to me that, it's time to, look at what I do and do something new. And so that's a good thing. With me, I guess, like I said, we have the music, Making Money, Making Music podcast, brand new. We're up to 3 episodes on that. And I have an interesting little, and not yet another new Facebook group, that's free to join. And it's called the Musicians Year-Long Yard Sale. And if anybody wants to post up anything that would be of interest to musicians, legal stuff that's of interest to musicians, guitars, clothes, computers, whatever, doesn't matter. You can join that group. So hop on over to musicmarketingmind.com or Music Marketing Mind on Facebook, and we'll hook you up. So,
oh wow! I got an old Mesa Boogie tube amp that I might be willing to let go of.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, yes, this is awesome. It's been a great episode, man. We're going a record time here, but it was valuable stuff, and I'm glad people hung in there with us and hope they found it helpful.
And next week we're going to be spending some time with Taylor Swift.
Oh yes, she's going to be in the studio, isn't she?
Well, I'm sure she'll be in the studio. She just won't be in our studio.
Right. They won't let us in that one, but we can at least pretend.
Yeah. So,
some career advice and how this girl has done a lot of things right, and so we're gonna dissect a little of that. I guess that's what we're gonna do in the next episode. Then
that's it, and then we have some more listener generated shows. We have some more speak pipe. So everybody, keep those cards and letters coming in, and we got to roll because you have another appointment, Doctor.
That's right, I do. In fact, I don't want to make them late because they're really about ready to jump off the ledge.
All right, well, I'll just clean this ledge off for you here.
Please do.
Bye, everybody.
All right, so long for now. Bye. Woo.
Are you still there? Excellent! Now would be a good time to visit hostbaby.com for your free 30-day trial. Of course.